Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on counter side. So as you can see from the title, they have actually confirmed the next awakened character, and yes, it turns out it isn't going to be yubin. Now if you guys remember with the roadmaps, it was announced that yubin was going to be the awakened character to come out in August. However, the picture they used was awakened Lee So-yoon, or is it awakened Lee So-yoon? Yeah, awakened Lee So-yoon. So a lot of people were speculating that it might be awakened Lee So-yoon instead of yubin, and they might have made a mistake, and it looks like that is correct. So what I decided to do in today's video is go ahead, take a look at her skills, and talk about why you guys might actually want to skip. Now yes, she is going to be a good character. I will talk a little bit about why she's actually good, why you guys might want to summon for her, but at the same time why you might want to just, you know, drop and wait for another awakened character. So right now I am in my SE account because I do have the awakened Lee So-yoon. So we're going to be taking a look at what she can actually do. I go over my opinions on her. So hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on counter side. If you guys don't want to miss out on future counter side video, make sure you are subscribed, make sure that post notification is on. And okay, let's get right into it. So awakened Lee So-yoon, I already made a video talking about awakened Lee So-yoon versus awakened Yuna. So if you guys are still trying to summon for awakened Yuna, and you guys heard that the awakened Lee So-yoon is coming out, and you guys are wondering, should you guys stop summoning for awakened Yuna and use the remaining of your pity to get awakened Lee So-yoon? My answer will be no. Awakened Yuna, in my opinion, is more important to get than the awakened Lee So-yoon. If you guys want to understand why, go ahead and check out my previous video. I did explain everything about why awakened Yuna is just better. But Lee So-yoon is a unit that you would use a lot more in PvP, as well as the consortium raid. Those are the two places you would actually use the awakened Lee So-yoon. Now I'm not going to go over her skills completely because I already did that with the last video. I'm just going to briefly talk about what she can actually do. So with awakened Lee So-yoon, she is the air type unit, and she's going to be queen of the skies. She's going to be the queen of the skies for a very long time. Now right now in the SES server, there is one more awakened character that people are considering to be the queen of the sky, which is the awakened horizon over here. However, with awakened Lee So-yoon, the release for awakened horizon is a lot like further in the future. So if awakened Lee So-yoon gets released now, awakened horizon should get released within the next 6 months or so. So awakened Lee So-yoon is going to be the queen of the sky. It's going to be absolutely meta. There is no other air type units in PvP that's going to come and try and beat her up. She's just going to target air type units first of all, and she does extra damage in Gauntlet against air type units. So I believe it's 33% more damage in PvP against air type units. So if you guys know all of this annoying air type units, for example the Rosaria, the Evelyn, especially the healers, in the future, well right now actually, Ludemia is actually released in the global server, so she's going to be absolutely annoying as well in PvP. With the awakened Lee So-yoon over here, you can absolutely counter that, so that's going to be absolutely amazing. She does have a some type of supportive role as well, where she's able to grant your units, non-awakened ranger counter units, immunity to hit stuns from special or lower skills. So this is going to be a great buff. You're mostly going to notice this being in effect in PvP. She's mainly a PvP character, like I've just said. I usually say many free-to-play players should focus more on PvE content, but I've decided to start changing my views on that, because there's some PvP characters that you just need to get. Like, even if they're not going to be good in PvE content, they're just going to make PvP a lot easier. And don't forget, counter side is a PvE/PvP game. PvP, you don't want to keep getting destroyed, so obviously you want to get the best characters for that content. You don't want to keep skipping every good PvP character. So unsurprisingly, I would actually recommend people to summon for her. So she is going to be a good character not only for PvP but for consortium as well. And in the future, Relic Dungeon is going to be a thing where she's actually going to be quite useful to counter or target the Idil. And for any stages where air type units are pretty much a hassle, she's just going to be a go-to character. Now because she's also quite a unique character, because there is no other units in this game, there's no other units in this game that prioritize dealing damage to air type units before ground type units. So there is no other unit that does the same thing that she can do, and that makes her absolutely unique and very useful to get. Now if I was to put her in a tier list, assuming the tier list starts from SSS all the way to D tier, I would rate her as the S tier for PvE content, and SS tier for PvP as well. Now obviously, like I say, main content is PvP. Because she is a 5 deployment cost unit, it means you can easily use her. Now every awakened character that has a 5 deployment cost are mainly awakened characters that you can easily use, are absolutely amazing as well. So the Replacer Queen, the Ministra, the Lee So-yoon, all 3 of them are going to be pretty good to use for PvP content. Most awakened characters have a 6 deployment cost, and when they die you're going to notice a big issue with that. But if they're 5 costs, it is going to be a lot more manageable. So that is why I would also recommend you guys to summon for her. She also has a skill that casts a barrier. So cast a barrier equal to 30% of max HP for 6 seconds after the skill. So you're going to be building this unit with what's it called, skill haste, so to decrease the cooldown for a special and ultimate skill, meaning you can use it more often. If you're able to use the special skill more often, you will be getting that barrier every single time. And in addition to the barrier, she's also giving herself some 30% damage resistance, so that's also going to be quite good. She also has some immunity, immunity to hit stun, so that's going to be very good. So as you can see, her main use is just for PvP content, but she is going to be a great unit to have. Now if you guys are still summoning for the Awakened unit and you guys are wondering who to get, I already made a video on that. Go ahead and check that out. Now there's one more thing to actually remember whilst you're summoning, or whilst you're deciding whether or not to summon for the Lee So-yoon. It is what the next awakened character is going to be after her banner. Now there is 2 possible awakened characters to get released after her, which is going to be the Awakened So-yoon, which is this one over here, or the yubin, which is a character I do not actually have. I believe I'm only missing 2 awakened units. But yeah, yubin is going to be an absolute meta and beastly character for PvP, but in PvE is like you will never use him. It's not okay, that's a lie. You will actually, you might use him in some content, but there is better alternative. So in PvP, he has a SS rating. In PvE, it's a C tier rating. Whereas with Lee So-yoon, she also has the same exact rating, but a higher in PvE content. It's just gonna make sense to get her over the yubin. However, with the So-yoon, she is also gonna be a great character, great awakened character you want to get. I do believe her rating has really dropped down significantly because there's better alternatives to use, and because of a 6 deployment cost. I honestly think if she got a 5 deployment cost, her rating will go back up to being SS. I think for her damage is going to be absolutely meta, and the fact that she can completely cancel healing in PvP and PvE content, but most of the time in PvE you never go against anyone that has any healing. It's only in PvP where that's a big issue. So if you guys think she's going to be the next awakened character, you guys want to make sure you get her, then yes, you might want to skip on the Awakened Lee So-yoon. And if you guys are going to be someone who takes the consortium raid quite seriously, or you're in a competitive guild, she is just going to be a good character to get. There might be better alternative. I believe when she came, when this unit wasn't here, I did use the Yuna Springfield to act the same role as the Lee So-yoon. That actually worked. Or you can use the Rosaria. Pretty sure most people actually have the Rosaria that you can actually use. But yeah, Lee So-yoon 5 deployment cost, great utility, and going to be fantastic to get. So that is it. I've talked about the next awakened character. Stay tuned for more content on Counterside. Like I said, if you guys want me to make any of our specific video on Counterside, leave a comment down in the comment section. Tell me down in the comment section as well if you guys are going to be saving your materials for the Lee So-yoon, or you guys going to summon for her. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony.